Alright, hi guys. Real quick, I'm not exactly 100% ready. I need to go to the bathroom. So, you're gonna hear that again. Okay. We are back. We are back, and I'm pretty sure you might have just heard me scream my head off. Don't worry about that. I dropped the guitar on my fucking foot. That didn't hurt at all. Alright. We're in. We're ready to go. We're fine. Everything's fine. I'm ignoring the pain. Oh boy. So, welcome back to music production streams. So, figured I'd let that finish. Yeah, so today we're going to start up a fun, well, maybe not so much a fun one, but we're going to start up a new track. Jeez. Sorry, I just had to grab the instrument. Might as well go ahead and get this on my lap while we're here. Alright, so, how's everybody doing? And speaking to people that are in chat that do not exist, I'm talking to ghosts, apparently. Just ignore me, I guess. I guess we'll start off just kind of explaining some stuff. We didn't do one of these last week because we were doing some, I found some critical errors in my album, that I'm working on, or well, really, in one track on my album, it was just an absolute mess. I have no idea why I decided to sign off on it, saying it was done when it was very much not. And yeah, here we are. So I had to work on that, and really, yesterday I just got the thing kind of wrapped up and under control. So, yay. But also, now we're here. We'll try to start a new one. Really, we're going to try to continue a new one. Yeah. So this is kind of like a weird ambient kind of thing. There is lint underneath the strings on my fretboard. Get off there. It's probably gonna be very clean guitar focused. I think we were trying to do one of these where it was like a chill track earlier this year, and we never got it finished. Might go back to that. I'm not sure. Depends on how I feel about it. I may have to pop it open at some point and just take a listen to it and see if it's what I want to do with it. But this one's a little darker. This is a little bit more like ambiguous, kind of like not really mysterious, but like questioning kind of thing. And it's all based around so far like this kind of like tone cluster. I've kind of gone back to the old ways I used to write things back when I was in college and as a music student. I would really do a lot more stuff with tone clusters, not really chords, but just like groups of notes. Sometimes they're very close together. This one's actually going to be, if I got my guitar here, so it's all kind of all around like these notes. Don't really get an emotion from that, right? Like you don't really get a definite emotion from it. I mean, there's like a minor thing in there. All right, so we got like a ninth chord kind of thing. But then you got this note, and technically, if I play them all together where it's supposed to be. There's also a major chord in there. Well, not really a major chord. Actually, yeah, it is a major chord. But there's this kind of like major seventh thing in there too. So it's a cluster of notes. If you wrote everything on a staff, you probably wouldn't. I mean, you could name that chord technically, but I would more or less like to think of things as clusters of notes and kind of go from there. But anyway, I'm gonna let the idea with it kind of play out for now. It's not very long. Like I say, we have 30 seconds of music, so I'm gonna let this kind of play out. Also, give myself a chance to see if I set this stuff up right because it has been a hot minute. So, yeah, so there we go. That's our initial idea. I think I'm going to turn that up just a bit. All right, I'll turn it up for you guys. Yeah. So right now, very similar to what we had before. With I think it was called Midnight Flights is what it was. The chill, very clean guitar and piano and bass focused kind of thing, right? We're kind of just playing. My idea with it right now is we're gonna play like this arpeggiated thing, just a couple times, and then we're gonna throw bass and probably some kind of E kit behind it, and we'll just go from there. That's kind of like my first goal right now, is we'll just play like a phrase. Probably do like 8 or 16 bars of it. Well, realistically, I might play eight bars of it and then copy and paste it. And then we'll try this. I have learned I'm not very good at this, but we will try this. We will try to come up with a melody live here, something that can be repeated and something that I can use in like a different context later in the song. Call that a leitmotif, by the way. So the arpeggio is kind of, I was playing parts of it in what you just heard, but it's supposed to be yeah, it's not supposed to be that. But up to tempo, Okay, so Yeah, so we're gonna play that a few times and go from there. Let's see, where is, that's 4, so that's 8, 12, 16. Let's go ahead and make a region of it. That. I'm gonna do that, and then we're gonna go. I'm actually gonna throw it. We're gonna do some detachment stuff. All right, so we don't get stuck trying to accidentally through compose this thing, because that's the last thing I want for something like this. You know, I want to be able to reuse melodies, work on different sections of it, and then try to pull it all together the closer we get to a finished piece. Kind of like we did with the last one that we actually finished, that you guys got to hear twice before the stream actually started. Okay, I think it's enough rambling, and we're going to do this, and we're going to hit the metronome button, and we're going to just hope everything turns out. We're going to hope that I can actually do this. I have a habit, because this arpeggio is weird. It's like string skip, 3 string skips, 2 string skips, 2 string skips. But it's kind of weird. If I'm not actively thinking about it, I'm gonna screw it up. I mean, as soon as I start recording this, doing takes of this, I'm gonna screw it up anyway, so let's just stop talking and try. Yeah, I figured that would happen. Okay, let me put the strap on. Part of me is also trying to focus on holding the instrument too. Get over there. Get over here. Get on there. Get on there. There we go. By the way, I don't know if I think I showed it off in pictures. I don't know if it actually showed up. I am playing my new guitar. I got a new one. You know, I got a new 8-string guitar, and it's it's probably my favorite one so far. It in terms of, like, you know, my extended range instruments, my 7 and my 8s, my 2 8s now. Actually, my 2 7s too. I just don't play the first one ever because it was a cheapo. But just kind of try it out. Actually, no, I have 3 8-string guitars now. The first 8-string was a cheapo. Try it out too. That's fun. But yeah, definitely my favorite one. Probably the nicest, like, playing-wise instrument I have. If it was a 6-string guitar, I'd say it's probably the best playing 6-string I have. But no, that still belongs to my Ibanez. But anyway, let's take another shot at that and just see if I can clean it up. Second try. I will take it. Okay. So I think the first thing we want to do is make drums. Shit. Okay. I forgot. So this is a new project file, a mix template thing. So I work in Reaper, right? And fun thing about Reaper is that it's a total blank slate. Like I have to add all of these files and stuff in. But what you can do is you can make project templates. So I have a couple of these, just for different things. Some of them are old and out of date and not really updated. To be honest, they probably need to be deleted. But I never had like a basic project one that just has like the standard stuff with it, and that's what I just recently made. But there's no drums in it, and I did that on purpose because my drums as of right now are very rock and metal focused, like my normal setup. I don't really have an E-kit, like an electronic kind of kit set up. So that'll be kind of the first line of business. Ugh. Also running your mouth will also be the first line of business. Okay, this is going to go to the drum bush, and I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep this very simple at this point. I'm not going to try to import a whole bunch of tracks and get them all mixed in. We don't have that kind of time. If I do that, I'll be doing that the whole stream, and that's boring as shit to watch. We want to try to get to the real torture and, you know, really bore you guys with trying to come up with melodies. Alright, let's see. Where are we at? Where is my drums? And actually, I'm not sure which one I should even put in. I tell you what, we'll start basic. We'll start basic. I need the strings. I need not the orchestral stuff. I need would be band, drum kits. Synth drums, maybe. This is going to be the fun part, by the way. I get to go through all of these. Actually, fun thing about these kind of kits, actually, they have preset stuff. Don't really like it. Nope, don't like that one either. You know what sucks is actually I like that one. I like that snare sound. Tell you what, let me set the guitar down, and we'll do something new for the stream. We'll pick up the other new toy and mess around with it. Yeah. All right. So I think what we're going to play with is get over it. Get over it. Yep. There we go. My new keyboard that is not plugged in. Why is it not plugged in? Why are you not plugged in? Okay, hang on just a second. I have to crawl underneath my desk, so I will be right back. Shove you there. And sweet. All right, it's on. Ow. Ouchie, ouch. Oh, don't do that. That's not what I need you to do. Please don't do that. So I'll go here, go to MIDI, launch key, all channels, and hit that. There we go. Okay, so we got that set up. Now I can actually kind of just scroll through these and see if there's something I like. You're gonna have to hear me. You probably actually hear that. Tell you what, octave button. That's not how the octave button works, you idiot. Not really feeling that. Nope. Nope. Not really. Damn it. And then YMCK kit. Okay, what's next? Yep, nope, those all... I don't like any of those. Okay. Well, alright, time to load up the big one. Tune track. There it is. I'll go ahead and save this. And we want... that. You gonna actually work? Yep, it works. Okay. All right, let me see what kit we're going to work with. Because I know I have a new one. Where's... there it is. Cool, so we got a whole lot of shit we can play with now. I think we're just going to kind of scroll through some presets. That's fun. Next. Not quite. Nope. Oh, this one just says Casio. You know that's going to be classic. Not really feeling it. Okay, I do like this kit. This kick. What is that kick? That is the blink kick. Okay. Go to this guy, and we're going to change this one. Nope, not quite. Ew. Okay. That's, I don't know if I call that an analog snare. Let's see. Let's see if we can go with like a. I'm trying to see if like any of like the. If any of the names actually give me anything, because this is the fun thing about Toon Track. They describe these things in a way that I swear like they don't have the licenses or the copyrights to actually use them, and they'll just tell me what they are. Not really. That's a fun sound. Short snare. Doesn't sound too short to me. RX. Yeah, that's pretty deep snare. What the hell does that even mean? Whoops. Yeah, I'd say you definitely exploded a snare with that one. Digital snare. Door snare. Okay, yeah, I know what you did that. I know exactly how you made that door snare. Fence snare. Hmm. Cute. Okay. Thinking what we might do is we might we may have to just sample real quick. So if I'll take my, I'll just go in really quick and yeah, there we go. Got that. And now what we're going to do is we're going to render item. Oh, damn it, not that, like that. Oh, that's right, you can't actually, I can't. I don't think I can, actually. I don't think I can bake this as a take. Oh, well, okay. Well, we'll do this the regular way, and we'll just have another sample. I'm gonna go in here. We're gonna name this kick. And we're gonna go and find my sample library. Where is... There it is. Okay. Put that there. Cool. Now we're going to go delete this, and we're going to delete you. And we're going to bring that, we're going to bring back the other one, because I did like what it sounded like, and we'll just have to do it this way. Not that one. It's April Fool's, maybe? Oh, you idiot. So, nope. Where's the... No, okay. About these. Not quite. And where was it? There was like a really short, like, is what I need. And I don't want to just record that myself. Not really. Nope. There it is. Okay. Got that. Let me just do a render of that real quick. That will be snare. We'll call that snare 1. We'll go into this sound effects folder. Okay. Delete you. We're going to duplicate this track. Get that out of here. And okay. Let's unsolo these just real quick. We're going to do some renaming just real quick. So this will be kick. This will be snare. I don't like that I had to do it like this, but we got to do it. Oh well. Get out of here. Boy, I'm glad none of my name is actually attached to any of that stuff. Wow. Where's it at? Now I have to find the sample library. There it is. Okay. I'm gonna make a new folder and call it drum samples. Let's see. You get to go there. And you get to go there. That's not a very loud... Wow, okay. We'll just do a little bit of, just a little processing of this first. The first thing I want to do is compress the snot out of it. We have new toys to play with, by the way. They were on sale. They were having a sale. Hey, Ojo. Welcome. Welcome in, man. Good to see you. Oh, you were away as well. Yeah, I was gone for 2 weeks. Where aren't you going in? There we go. Yeah, no, I was away for like 2 weeks, but business, work stuff. All right, so we got, but anyway, we got some new stuff to play with. Solid State Logic is a kind of like a big company, like historically for like music production stuff. Well, I say business, but more or less work. I was away doing manual labor stuff in down by the Gulf of Mexico, or by the Gulf of America. Excuse me. I'm too old. I can't keep up with history. Okay, let's try to get some. See what we can do here with this thing. The first thing I'm going to do is turn it up a bit. We're just listening for the snare right now, is kind of where we're at. Now let's... All right, that's cool. And then we'll do... Let me zero that out, because I don't really need that. Let's knock off everything. That's the wrong thing. Around like 40, 50 hertz maybe. Probably just knock some mud off of that. That's not what I want you to do. Actually, tell you what. This thing has... What the... Don't get out of here. Get out of here. Don't hit that button. It takes you to a website. That's fun. We are going to compress you, though. I love how every once in a while it just kind of lags. Let's see. Oh, jeez. I'm not sure about all that. Let's see. Let's see what we got. Bear in mind, a lot of these plugins were made with, like, you know, well, like they're emulating like old style gear, you know, before like synth drums and that kind of stuff. We use them on them and it sounds good, but you know, they're not inherently made for it, so you gotta kind of figure stuff out. Should kick in. There we go. That's an idea. Okay. Tell you what. I'm gonna mute the drums for just a second, and I'm gonna let you kind of hear the ideas that we got. So we're going like with a very like ambiguous atmospheric kind of thing. So this is the initial idea. That's the initial idea. This is literally just that arpeggiated a whole bunch. Is the UI easier to understand? Kinda. So SSL as like a music brand is how we know it. They're very much like they were known for doing the big mixing boards back in the day, and even like today, like any kind of like you could kind of call them like the sound of classic rock is kind of how they usually describe like classic music, classic radio music from like probably from like 1970 to today to like the early 2000s was kind of their sound. And they were just the big gigantic mixing boards. Things that came out of them always sounded really good. All the big all the big producers and like studios all have like SSL consoles in them. And they started emulating bits and pieces of that board in software like in the last like 10 to 15-ish years. I've had some plugins that claim to do that stuff, or that do that kind of stuff very well, and I've used it in the past before. But this other stuff over here, it's interesting to me because it's coming from directly from the company Solid State Logic. That's what SSL stands for, right? So we're getting their interpretation of the emulated board that their company owns. Whether or not it's the most accurate, I don't know. But I've played around with like UIs like this. I mean, this is an equalizer. I've dealt with equalizers like this. This is just a level. Turn it up and down. Put that back to 0. This is a compressor. If you know how to use a compressor, if you know what like all of these like ratio, threshold, that kind of stuff, if you know what that means, you can do. You kind of know how to use it, or at least you're at least semi-confident with like how to screw around with them. What kind of vibe am I going for? We're trying to do, this is really like just like an ambiguous atmosphere kind of thing right now. Like this chord here doesn't really give you anything. Like there's a major 7th chord in there, and there's also but there's so much like just like perfect 4th, 5th kind of intervals in there that kind of just gives you this like, what am I supposed to be feeling right now kind of thing. But anyway, what I think we do is we're going to go ahead and we're going to start creating a beat off of this. Can I? Wow, these are very oh no, I muted them. These are very loud, never mind. Okay. So I think we're gonna boop, pop, boop. Make my grid not 8th notes, make them 16th notes. And then you. So this will be boom, cut, boom, 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 cut. Yeah, there we go. Not even going to worry about hi-hat rhythms or anything like that right now. We're just going to try to get the bass line kind of interpretation. It's kind of funny. I got on a weird kick while I was away and somehow ended up on Minecraft ARG YouTube. And like, it kind of gave me the inspiration of this, is like looking for answers kind of thing. Yeah, it's I don't know how I ended up there. I just went down a rabbit hole and ended up there. And it wasn't even related to Minecraft other than it being like video game shit, but I ended up on Minecraft ARGs. The internet is a wild place, what can I say? Yeah. I'll go ahead and extend these chords through here. Methinks. Methinks, but me's not really thinking just like that. We're gonna glue items, and glue items. So it just kind of got me thinking is like the kind of song you would hear if you're like investigating something potentially dangerous, potentially not dangerous. So it's kind of what the hell is going on kind of thing. Is kind of the idea. And those are the notes that I landed on that kind of give me that feeling. We'll do a boom boom. Not like that, you're not. Yeah, there we go. I think we'll just keep our snares on there. And all right, that's good. I say that's the initial idea. Yeah. Here's the fun part about initial ideas. They rarely stay the same. Like I'll probably figure out a much better interpretation of like what this is supposed to be later on, and that'll be the new kind of justification for like all of my choices going forward. All right, where are we at now? Also, maybe like old school Silent Hill, I guess would be another one. As like an influence. And then we're gonna do boom boom. And that should be 8 bars, right? Yeah, that's 8 bars. I need to send you to reverb. Just as the room reverb. That's not a very loud reverb. I think I'm gonna... Hang on. We'll just make this as a tone. We'll pull this in as a tone instead. God damn it. Slate, where you at? Slate Digital. Oh, Sonic Academy, Slate Digital. There we go. Actually, no, there's another thing. Slate Digital is like a purely like digital company, and like I actually have a subscription to their stuff, so I can use pretty much everything they have. I've never used this Echo before. We're gonna try it out and hope it doesn't. Oh, it's a fucking tape delay. That's fun. So that's not actually a shit. That's not a reverb. I was hoping for a reverb, and I did not get a reverb. Let's go with our with the standard. Oh, Verb Suite Classics. All right, plate. I'm gonna choose a different plate. I don't like it. Nope, don't like that one either. Let's try a different module. No, that one sucks. that one sucks. Let's see, what else do we have? What else do we have? Definitely not. Reverb A, B, C. What happened to the freaking... Stop that. Don't do that. Yeah, definitely not that. That's always kind of weird about these. They're weirdly destructive. Like they you know, what their plate reverbs. What you're doing is you're taking a sound and then shoving it into a wire and having that wire go to a microphone that is attached to a metal, literally like a piece of sheet metal or something that's resonant, really, and then recording that and putting that back into the mix of the song. So, you know, you're using your drum to vibrate a piece of metal and recording that to give you reverb. Works really well for drums. Works really well for snare drums specifically. Plates. How is that a bright plate? You have all the high turned off. How is that a... There we go. There we go. That's more the sound. Alright, so we got an 8-bar phrase. I'm going to take that and we're just going to copy it over. And then we're going to go here. Bass is the next one. Fuck it. Let me grab the bass. Hang on. Just a second. Okay. We have bass. You will be able to hear the clanging just because of the nature of this instrument. Alright, what are you actually recording from? Yep, don't do that. We've made that mistake before. Blah, blah, blah. I hate this bass tone, though. That sucks. Why is that so... blech? Why is the drive on with that one? The drive is not on. P drive, there it is. We'll go with classic pace setting. Alright, what key are you even in? Well, first of all, we're in the most out-of-tune thing I've ever heard in my damn life, so... don't record based off of that. You want... give me this one. Just a second. Oh, yeah. So flat, it was almost different notes. Forgot, it is winter now, and I've had to turn my heat on, make all the metal strings on my instrument expand and get lower in pitch. Eh. No, no, no. It's you asked a question that was actually the answer to is literally what I just said. Yeah, it's just metal strings. You know, metal expands and contracts with, the climate. So as metal gets further and longer, if you ever try to pluck it, it will be lower in pitch. Okay. There we go. All right. Okay. Now let's try to find the key center. Yep, there it is. Okay. Alright. Well, I think I know what it's supposed to be. Let me go here, because I do have an idea just really quick. Kind of like just that really quick. Connect the notes. Connect the notes. Nice to know I flubbed the note at the end of the guitar one, too. That's funny. Alright, how about that? Put the fucking metronome on. God damn it. Cool. Yeah. Now what do we sound like? Yep. Yeah. And we'll do some fun. We'll do some, give it some motion. That's the wrong note. So it'll be technically this note moving. That's going to create some dissonance. That's fun. No, I don't like it. Never mind. Never mind. We will move... We'll move this guy instead. We'll try moving this one. What fucking key am I in now? Ah, shit. What key am I in? Okay, yeah, that kind of works. Although I think we'll do some more... We'll keep this one, But we'll move the other ones. So... be you. What are you supposed to be? Damn it. Not that. Yeah, there's the problem. Nor are you not the problem, you're the actual problem. Those are interesting. There's something there. I gotta make that work with the rest of these, because that's gonna be, you know... Ugh. Especially that right there. Or, do we play this to our advantage? We do a little funky shit. Yeah, that's kind of fun. What about that? So, altogether, that's kind of... Or, well, we'll start from here. How does that sound in context with everything else? Completely wrong. Okay, that's fun. That doesn't work. Oh, that would be why. Oh, that's why, because I'm stupid. So we're actually in F? No. It can be when you're trying to figure shit out. And really, these are these are usually the parts these are usually the parts that people that are recording themselves like making things will never show you, because it is always a headache. You are wrestling with theory in a way that you're really not comfortable with. Yeah, there's something there. There is something there. We do need a... We don't need that. We need we do need a synth base. Just as something for support. Alright, so we'll go here, make you green. Where's green? That's not green, that's green. And okay. Put you to the bass bus. It's your favorite fish and mine, the bass bus. Okay. And then we're going to go into here, open up massive, and we're just going to do our normal thing of going through base presets until we find something halfway decent. Probably going to be something just basic, actually. That's probably a good idea. Where is base? There is base. Something like this. Let me go ahead and write the chord progression out just real quick so we have it. Holy shit, that's loud. Man, that's not the bass I wanted at all. Okay, now we scroll through. Everyone's favorite freaking part. I'm gonna mute you. I apologize to any subwoofer users in the audience. Oh. Yeah, just a subtone. That's fun. I gotta fix you. I'm sorry, you just sound like ass. Cool. Go. Okay. Let me put this bass down really quick. And forget to unplug it. And forget to turn it off in the fucking software. Sorry. Alright. Back complete producer mode. Alright. What we need to do now is we're going to try to come up with a melody. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to use it over top of this guy. Don't really need this, though. So I think what we'll do is delete it for no damn reason and then add a track over here. I'll try up a piano track. And it goes to lead bus. And it goes to delay bus, but only a little bit. And then it also goes to reverb, but even only a little bit. All right. Grab my MIDI keyboard. This is a fun setup for me. So I have a subwoofer underneath my desk that barely gets used. And right now it is a stand for my MIDI controller. That is all it does. For a rare occasion whenever I need to pull it up onto my lap because I don't have I don't have a tray or a stand for it that'll fit me. So got that. Let's load up Contact and let's load up this piano right here. What I even have. Eek, get over here. Get over here. Underneath my desk, I have a pedal. I have a sustain pedal, so we can do that. So we are in, let's see, what? All right. Well, let's do our most obnoxious part of writing music. Coming up with something that doesn't suck. Where was my loop? Where was my loop? It cannot be a loop of just that constantly. I will go insane. There's something. Yeah. Okay. Really quick, I do like that, so put that on a metronome. And we will record. Where are we? Here. This right here is really good. So if we're gonna do that, we'll need to keep that there. Uh, shit. Damn it. Forgot about that. I forgot about that. Can't technically hear that back, and do the right hand, the left hand shit. Alright. Yeah, there's kind of something there, isn't there? Alright. I want... How do I do the modes with you? What the fuck was that? Don't do that. This. I don't remember how to do it. There's a way to, like, do a punch-in thing, but... Screw it, we need to come up with something with an actual right hand, or left hand first. Eh, not really. Where is your metronome? Sound alright? Getting anything? Feeling anything from it at all? What do you think? Wait, is this doing anything? I don't really know. I don't really know how I'm feeling about it. I do think it would be better if you could actually, if I could hear it. Down octave. Tell you what, we'll do that's not bad. That's actually not bad. We start up higher. Try that again. I'm gonna try something else. Whoopsie. This keyboard is not like a full-sized one, so I have to play with an octave button to make this actually work. There's something there. Oh my god. Can I have 2 measures of count in, please? Go. It's not bad, right? Yeah, we're feeling a little bit. I'm just not sure what I want that, what I want it to be. All right. Nah, not that. There is something there. One more time. I've got to figure out what is the transition part between the high part and the low part. Like, what am I doing? That's what it... Okay, okay, I think I got it. That's weird. Messed up the button press. Let me try one more time. Okay, we may have to just chunk this out with a mouse, and my wrist is starting to hurt a little bit. Oh yeah, okay, that's an idea. Let me just see. I need to pull off the transition correctly. Tell you what, we'll do a take of it, and we'll just, it is what it is, I'll fix it. Get a move on. Yep, all that sucked. Try punch in this part. Alright. What are you supposed to be? You're the problem child. You are the problem child. Alright. Take that. Cut it. What? Oh, right. Glue them together. Oops, sorry about that. Now we cut that out. We're gonna put it in here. So I got one piano part I can actually play on. And alright. Bob's your uncle. Boy, you can't play in time. Or are you supposed to be there instead? Maybe? Oh, right, and then it's an anticipation. Ooh! Oh, whenever that hits in, whenever that comes in. Matter of fact, what I think we're going to do, let me pick the bass back up really quick. Play some bass, and then that second half, when it comes in with the sub bass, it'll be way more. So let's see, you're just pretty much just gonna be pretty much, yep, sure. Oh, metronome, where are you? Metronome, please. That'll work. Let me... I can't play in time. Holy shit. Okay, that's fun. Oh, shit. So what do we think? What are we thinking so far? I like where it's going. It has potential. There's way more potential in it right now than I felt in the Midnight Flights one that we were trying earlier this year. Which, not to say I'm giving up on that project, just I'm not feeling that one right now. But I feel like I can actually do something with this one. I tend to go more like dark sounding stuff rather than happy sounding stuff for like if it's not like a rock song, you know? Like the whole kind of dark ambient stuff. It's kind of fun. I definitely feel like I can work with this. But it is getting late and I need to go to bed so I can go to work tomorrow. So, this has been an interesting time. I think, I'm gonna try something. I'm gonna put you in here, I think. Let's see if these just kind of match up and, I mean, these should go right in together. They should just work. It'll be a little jarring because there's no, like, nothing here for bass, but that'll work. But I can do something. Hang on, before I do that, we'll do... Where are my boom booms? There's the boom booms. Try that. All right, just gonna wing that. That might work. We'll see. Okay, here's what we got. Stop. Damn it. Sorry. Okay. This doesn't need to be there. That does not need to be there. This works much better as just soloed out piano, to be honest with you. Really, I'm not even sure if this stuff fits. But I'll decide that later, probably next week. Might be before stream, might be on stream, I don't know. But okay, this is where I want to call it. I say it's late, but really it's really just forcing myself to go to sleep so I can function tomorrow. I could still go up and probably keep going, but I need to be an adult. So, thanks for coming out. Ujo, it was good to see you again. Dude, really. Thanks for only stopping by. And thank you, I will. And, people that are watching the VOD, if you made it this far, thank you so much for watching. Leave a like on it. Maybe hit the subscribe button. I don't really care. Either way. Might help me out. Might not. I don't really know. Sometimes YouTube works that way. Sometimes it doesn't. We'll just have to see. But anyway. Yeah. Have yourselves a good night. And take care. Bye-bye.